1, 2, 3, 4. I wish I met you further along. Gave you my older heart, still look strong.
But I wouldn't have a fire like I do today. Oh, it burns for you, babe. Oh, you got nothing on my tendency to be led astray. Oh, took a blindside hit to show me the right way. When your footsteps conquer the streets, from your eyes to the soles of your feet, may my body and heart remain one. For I'm a wandering child.
I could keep an arm's length so I don't fall, and I never learned to punch with my back against the wall. Oh no,
I gotta let it go, and I got a feeling deep in my bones. I can't sit still when there's a space up in the road, and there's a fire coming on inside the lane, and it burns for you, babe. Oh, you got nothing on my tendency to be led astray. Oh, took a blindside hit to show me the right way. When your footsteps conquer the streets, from your eyes to the soles of your feet, may my body and heart remain one. For I'm a wandering child. And I hope to God the time ain't wrong, and I hope to God the time ain't wrong, 'cause I can't be hanging on like this for long. And I hope to God the time ain't wrong, and I hope to God the time ain't wrong, 'cause I can't be hanging on like this for long. And I hope to God the time ain't wrong, and I hope to God the time ain't wrong, 'cause I can't be holding on like this for long. 'Cause I can't be hanging on like this for long. When your footsteps conquer the streets, from your eyes to the soles of your feet, may my body and heart remain one. For I'm a wandering child.
Welcome to Northwest Sessions on KZLX and KNWT Channel 8. Today I'm here with Max Hill and Chloe Faris.
hello.
And so you guys, are you guys like a duo? Or do you normally
Dynamic
sing
duo.
solo? Or how does that work?
We normally do worship together at church sometimes, and we just sing in your backyard and stuff like that. But this is the first time we've ever really just decided to sing some stuff together. So Craig asked me to be on, and I was like, well, I kind of want to bring Chloe on and sing with her because I like singing with her. So this is the first time we've really done anything like that. So
Wow, so this is your first time like really like performing together.
yeah, you better cherish this. We're gonna be selling out stadiums for years to
Please
come. Just
stop.
saying.
Maybe.
Maybe if we're lucky.
So do you like it better like, so you're normally sing solo, right?
Mhm.
How's it different like singing with somebody else than singing by yourself? Do you like working with somebody else better or?
What do you think? I
want
want to hear what you have to say.
No, it's really good. I think I was nervous at first, but it's been really awesome, and I've grown a lot in it. So I'm really thankful to get to sing with him because I think he has the most beautiful voice in the world.
Aw.
Thank you. Thanks.
So, okay, so what kind of music do you guys usually perform? Like what kind of genre do you like to sing?
Oh, well, we like to do a lot of worship songs just because we're pretty comfortable with that. just doing worship. Like she got to lead worship for the Bridge in town for a little bit, and like I get to lead with them, and I lead worship for the Navigators. And so a lot of the songs that we know together, it's just easier because we both know them and do that. But I don't know, after singing some of the stuff we've been preparing for this is pretty sweet. So I kind of want to do a little bit more of that folky kind of stuff. So
yeah. So did you guys get started singing in church whenever you were little? Like, what were your first memories with music? When were you interested in music?
I don't know. I mean, I started voice lessons when I was in the 6th grade, but I always tell Max, like, I feel like for me singing was harder. Like I had like a natural gift, but it wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't like this super great voice. And so over like the past however many years of voice lessons, like the Lord has just really helped me to like get to a place where I feel confident singing, and I don't feel like I compare myself. I just feel happy to sing and like joyful to sing with my voice. Whereas before it was very self-conscious and hardworking, and it wasn't always fun. Yeah. So.
What an answer, man.
Yeah, you really got the chance to like develop your voice and stuff.
Yeah.
And then for me, my thing was just I just have the earliest memories of like my dad and my mom like singing me to sleep, and so like music was just something that has just always been on my heart. My dad would sing, Fly Me to the Moon and Born in the USA, and my mom would sing these like nursery rhymes and stuff. And so I grew up singing those, and I grew up listening to music that my dad listened to, and so I just was always singing. And then I got to middle school, and I was asked if I wanted to do the musical, and I was like, nah, that's for like 8th graders. And she was like, no, like you can do it too. I was like, all right. And so I auditioned, and I got one of the lead roles in the show as a 6th grader. And I was like, I guess this is what I'm good at. And so I just started to like do it. But it really wasn't until high school that I actually really started to say, oh, I enjoy doing this because it's fun. It was mostly like I was good at it, so I'm going to do that rather than, sports and things like that. But then I joined choir in high school. I just fell in love with my choir director. He's a great guy, Mr. Rudolph. He taught me almost everything that I know about, music and stuff like that. And then I joined his chamber choir my junior year. And then I came here and got the opportunity to start helping with the worship with the Navigators by a guy named Sam Akers, who was on Northwest Sessions a little bit ago. He graduated a little bit ago, cool guy. And so with Sam, I just began to play with him. And then he kind of taught me how to do worship stuff. And then just out of the blue, I was like, I'm going to learn how to play guitar. So I put on Facebook, and I was like, does anybody have a guitar for me, or does anybody have a free guitar? And I had 3 people message me with offers for a free guitar, and I took one, started learning how to play, and I've been playing for the past 2.5 years now. So
wow.
He's really naturally gifted, though.
It's not me. It's not me at all. It's all God's grace, honestly. Because I don't do those drills where you just practice or you just do stuff. Like I learn by experience. And so, I've just been really fortunate with a lot of opportunities to just play a lot. So
yeah, that's awesome that you've gotten to keep playing over the years and finding new stuff to do with it. Like, do you do it mostly for fun, or do you think that like this is something you want to take more seriously in the future, make it more of like, I don't know, a job, maybe even an income?
Yes is my answer to that.
Really?
Yeah, I think.
Sweet.
Like she was kind of joking, but I mean seriously, every time I go to a concert, which I love live music, but every time I go to a concert, I'm like, I just want to be in a band. I'm like, oh, like I would kill to be in a band. You know what I mean? It's not that I want to be in a band, but like I said, getting to lead worship has been just a truly just awesome experience, and like I get so much joy from it. I love doing it because when you think about worship, it's not just singing a bunch of Jesus songs in front of people and singing with the congregation. It's about drawing people into your intimacy with Jesus that they might be able to worship too. And so I just like being myself on stage. Like I like being myself here. I like being myself on stage, and so to do that for like a job, you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't even be working.
Right.
I wouldn't even feel like, they say to find a job in something that wouldn't even feel like a job, or like you'd be working in something you don't feel like is work. But to do that would just be phenomenal. So I don't really know, but
we're going to take a short break on Northwest Sessions, but we'll be right back with some great music.
Tell me what's on your heart. I've said it once before. Dreaming's not just for the dark. What is it that you feel? Is it the thought of losing all that you might be scared too, but I can see the light at the end of the road. I can see how you're trying not to let go. And though these chains may bind you, there's no way you can find yourself when you still belong to someone else. But when you return with all that you have learned, I hope you're looking at a better man. Oh, I wanna be a better man. Tell me what's on your mind. Oh, I hope you know it's alright. If you wanna leave it all behind, well, only if you want to. 'Cause I can see the light at the end of the street. I can see you walking by, looking at your feet. Whoa, and though these chains may bind you, there's no way you can find yourself when you still belong to someone else. Oh, someone else. But when you return with all that you have learned, I hope you're looking at a better man. Oh, I wanna be a better man. I wanna be a better man. Tell me what's on your heart. You know I've said it once before, dreaming's not just for the dark.
Welcome back to Northwest Sessions. That was Better Man. Max, so that was a cover, right?
Yeah.
But do you write songs too? Do you write your own music?
I do, kind of. I kind of struggle with writing like the music to the songs. I write a lot of poetry and stuff. It's pretty good when you have good inspiration. But I don't know. I've always liked the creative aspect, and so since ever I've always been writing stories or poetry and stuff like that. And just recently, the past couple years, I've been trying to put music to it. So it's really hard, but yeah.
What kind of like mood do you like to write in? Or what kind of atmosphere? Like whenever you're gonna like write a poem or write a song, like how does that usually come to you? Yeah,
great question. I don't know. It's one of those things where like there was one night last week actually, I just couldn't fall asleep, and I just didn't know why. And then I just got up and I went to my phone, and like I was like, okay, this is why I can't fall asleep. And I just started just writing a bunch of stuff, and I was like, ah. And then there was one night this summer where I woke up and I had a thought on my mind. Like I had a subject or like a line. Mostly it comes in lines. Like I'll hear something or I'll think of something and I'll say that'd be really cool in a poem, and then I just write something off of that. It's really random, really sporadic. There's no rhyme or reason to it at all. I think maybe I'd get better at it if I made some rhyme or reason to it, but for the most part, it's just kind of
when the inspiration hits you, it hits you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, honestly though, but with this song, it was like it was honestly it was kind of the same thing, because I was looking up for some stuff on Spotify. I can't remember why this song came up, but I was looking for something, and I found this song and I heard it, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this song is incredible. Like I love it, and I want to play it, and it's really simple. And then I sent it to Chloe, because like Chloe and I like will share music and stuff like that. Totally forgotten that earlier that day we had kind of actually had like a conflict. Like we just kind of had like a little bit of a tiff, and we were just gonna take some time and just kind of like think about it. And then I sent her this song called Better Man, about like wanting to be a better man. I was like no, but don't read into that. Like that's not what that is. So just that whole situation just kind of surrounding that song And then I just fell more and more in love with it. Every time I listened to it, I was like, man, like, first of all, this dude's got his name's George Ogle. You should check him out. But he just has a killer voice, just phenomenal voice. And I just listened to his other stuff, but couldn't get away from that one. Couldn't stop listening to that one. So I was like, I'll figure out how to play it. And then one of our FaceTime dates this summer, I was playing it for her, and I was like, I should really learn how to play this a little bit more. So, but
yeah, that's sweet. So like, besides him, like, what are other artists that you listen to? What are your other inspirations for your music?
Yeah, great question. I think so. I love the Christian alternative scene. There's a band called King's Kaleidoscope that I'm in love with. Them and a band called Citizens and Saints, and they just do a lot of really cool, just alternative like Christian rock and stuff like that. So I listen to a lot of that. My favorite band of all time has to be a band called Japan Droids. I don't know anybody that's ever heard of them, but they're awesome. It's a duo from Canada. It's two guys, Brian and Dave, and they're awesome. And Brian plays the drums and sings, and then Dave plays the drums and sings, and Brian plays the guitar and sings. And they just are a killer duo. They have 3 albums out, and my dad and I were in Best Buy, and I had a Best Buy gift card, and my dad was like, I'm your dad. I'm going to buy what I want to with your gift card. And I was like, whatever. And so he heard of this band on U2's blog, because my dad's a huge U2 fan. So he found this CD and was like, never heard these guys before, but we're going to take a chance. I was like, Dad, this is my money. Like, I want to buy there's like fun, everybody's into like fun, like, some nights and stuff like that. Like, I bought their like first album, and I was like, I want to listen to this. My dad's like, no, let's listen to this. He popped it in, and the first song, I just fell in love. I just absolutely fell in love with that song. And
wow, your dad was right.
Yep, he was very right. And then we went and saw him 2 months later, or 3 months later. They were in Kansas City. Front row, got to talk to him about hockey and just got to talk to him about life. And it was my first concert, my best concert I've ever been to. So.
Wait, tell him about the letter.
The letter? I didn't write them a letter. I don't. Yeah, you did. Oh, I did write them a letter. Yeah, you did. Okay, all right. So I loved them, and they dropped 2 out. So. Because they're 2 guys, and like they write a lot of stuff, and they dropped their first album a while ago, and their second album came out, and I loved it. It had been like 3 years, and I hadn't heard anything from them, hadn't dropped a song, and I was like, where'd they go? And I couldn't find anything on their website, so I found the contact information for their publicist, and I emailed them, and I said, hey, so my name's Max, and I'm a big fan of the band and all this other stuff, and I was wondering if you guys have some new music coming out or anything like that, and I'm a big fan. I would love to hear from you guys soon. And like a couple days later, they emailed me back, and they're like, yeah, Brian and Dave are working on a new studio album, hang tight. And I was like, oh man. But I had never told anybody that story, so now the whole world knows about it. So thanks for that.
Yeah, the entire world is actually watching right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be broadcast everywhere, you know what I mean?
So you say that you've performed in a worship band and stuff. Do you ever perform live besides that?
Nope, that's actually on my bucket list. I would love to perform a concert someday with my own stuff and with covers. So.
Oh, sweet. Well, if you do, I hope I'm there and the rest of us.
Heck yeah.
But we got to take a short break, but we will be right back with more great music.
Away. I'm running to the secret place. Ooh. I stand, and you will not let me go. I know that I'm safe inside your hands. In the fading light, when night is breaking, I know you will always be waiting. You'll always be there. To the secret place where you are, where you are. I sing to you all the ways you stole my heart, stole my heart. Better is a moment that I spent with you than a million other days away. I'm running to the secret place. Hands are lifted high, heart awake to life. We are satisfied here with you, here with you. Chains will hit the floor, broken lives restored. We couldn't ask for more. Here with you, here with you. Hands are lifted high, hearts awake to life. We are satisfied here with you, here with you. Chains will hit the floor, broken lives restored. We couldn't ask for more. Here with you, running to the secret place where you are, where you are. I sing to you of all the ways you stole my heart, stole my heart. Better is a moment that I spent with you than a million other days away. I'm running, I'm running, I'm running to the secret place.
Welcome back to Northwest Sessions. That was a beautiful song by Max Hill and Chloe Faris. So do you guys have any place that people can go to listen to your music?
The Bridge on Sunday mornings.
Maybe after
The
this
Bridge
we
on
will.
Sunday mornings.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, when Craig was like, "Hey, do you want to do this Northwest Sessions thing?" I was like, "Heck yeah!" And I was like, "Can I bring Chloe?" Because I was like, we've had like relatives and people be like, "You guys should put stuff on Instagram."
But
And
we're gonna start a Finsta,
it's gonna
and
be
we're gonna
great.
sing songs. But we need help with the name because right
Yeah.
now Max's only name is Clax, and I
I love it.
I kind of think it sounds like
Nah, yeah,
We're not gonna
it
say
doesn't
that.
sound the best.
Doesn't sound the best, but we're gonna try to find a name for ourselves.
You
and
guys should.
have a
You definitely
Finsta.
should.
Yeah, so if you guys, you know, listeners and viewers, if you guys have names for our dynamic
Please
duo, we
submit
want to hear it.
them.
Send it in.
Comment down
By
below.
Please.
So would you like want to get your music out there? Is that something
Oh,
you
yeah.
want to do? Is
Oh, yeah.
like,
I do anyway. I mean,
I mean, yeah, if I'm with him, then I would.
yeah. So what are your like goals for the future? Where do you see your music going? Where do you want it to go?
double platinum recording artist.
Oh, please. Yes,
No, I don't
please.
know.
We want to be up there
I,
with Beyonce.
I think so where we're kind of right now is just kind of getting a feeler out there for, you know, what it's like to do stuff together. But like we haven't really, you know, sang a lot of stuff together, and like I'd like to do more. But I guess goals is just to, I don't know, to figure out what it looks like, what a sustainable, I guess music duo thing looks like. I guess like
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything like an actual like duo thing in the future. But I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, we'll probably like always continue to like sing together.
Yeah.
So like, it's not a matter of like will we sing together, but like when and where.
Mhm.
Because
Great
I think
question.
like I always want to sing music. Like I want to always be on a worship team, and I'm not gonna lie and say I don't like dream of someday being on a big stage. But I think I'm probably a little more timid than Max is when it comes to that. So.
I think it's more like, honestly, I think you're I haven't answered that question before, so it's like we're just, you know, that's good. I think you said it best. Where it's not a question of if, but a question of, you know, when and where. So I think that's a good answer for us right now.
Yeah.
Well-
So thank you guys so much. This has been Northwest Sessions on KZLX and KNWT Channel 8. And special thanks to the video and audio crew led by Craig Richard. And you guys should tune in next week and check out Taylor.